How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things Marvel and everything relating to the MCU. And we have some news today. Marvel Studios has announced a new television show coming to Hulu. That's right, Marvel Studios, Hulu, and ABC Signature Studios have teamed up to bring us Helstrom. Now, this has actually been in the works for a while now. And while we're getting Helstrom, we were actually supposed to, at the same exact time, get a Ghost Rider TV series for Hulu as well. And this was supposed to be Gabriel Luna from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Ghost Rider. Now, unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, they canceled Ghost Rider. And hopefully they canceled it so they could use him in the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they did not cancel Helstrom. Helstrom is coming and they have released the official logo for it. Now, there's actually something that's kind of interesting about the logo that we need to dive into because it could have an impact on the actual MCU. And we'll also talk about who exactly Helstrom is and what the show is going to be about in this video. But first, if you're new, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all your recent Marvel content, and so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Wolverine Funko Pop. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below about the video. Now, for those of you who are not aware of what Helstrom is going to be about, Helstrom is about Damon and Santana Helstrom. Damon and Santana are the son and daughter of Satan and a mortal woman. Their father raised them in the magical and demonic arts, but when their mother found out that their father was actually Satan, she went mad. She was thrown in a mental institution and Satan was banished back to hell. The siblings were then split up, but Santana continued to do some work for her father while Damon went a different route. Damon would end up going on to fight the forces of his father, including his sister Santana. He would go on to become a very, very close ally of Ghost Riders, and he would also go along to fight with the Defenders. Now, Helstrom is supposed to take place inside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, they have revealed that the events from Helstrom will not cross into the events of the MCU, rather the MCU will affect what happens in Helstrom, much like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But what's really interesting is that we don't actually see any Marvel or Marvel Studios logo on the official Helstrom logo. It just simply says a Hulu original, so we might not get too much involvement in the MCU from Helstrom. This series will more than likely be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Jessica Jones, The Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist. That's more than likely the vibe that it's going to be. And even though we won't see the events of Helstrom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it still is going to play a rather big impact. You see, this was supposed to be the first television series from Marvel that's supposed to introduce the Adventures into Fear franchise for Marvel Studios. In this Adventures into Fear franchise, we were going to get different types of Marvel television shows. They're supposed to be darker and more gritty, and we're having characters like Helstrom and Ghost Rider. But then Ghost Rider was pulled, and it's believed that it was pulled because Kevin Feige actually wants to use Ghost Rider in the MCU. And right now, rumors say he wants to use him because they are going to explore this Adventures into Fear category in the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they're going to do this by establishing the Midnight Suns. These characters are supposed to consist of Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Blade, Doctor Strange, and other characters that have mystical connections and kind of demonic connections as well. And this could lead to the introduction of Mephisto and really open up the MCU for very different types of films. Darker films that involve monsters and demons, and the type of films that aren't really designed for kids but designed more for adults. So this really is the start of a new era for Marvel, because there are tons of really dark and gritty comics that Marvel hasn't really dived into yet. But with their Adventures into Fear TV series that they have coming out on Hulu, and their Midnight Suns plans for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're finally going to get these characters. So the MCU is actually expanding in a pretty big way, and this new series is supposed to be pretty dang good. If you're interested in watching it, it's scheduled to come out at the end of this year, 2020, on Hulu. But let me know your thoughts about this more darker, more adult-rated Marvel television show coming along with the Midnight Suns and the MCU. Leave all your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things relating to Marvel and the MCU. For live updates, you can follow me on Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.